I'm about to start. So, guys, Mr. Aminu is here. He say he never understand. He say he didn't understand this thing. So, Mr. Aminu is not here. So, no, then he say he don't understand this thing. So, I will continue for now. Now, what is confulenza a destra? Confulenza a destra. Guys, I'm about to show you a picture. And this thing will explain a lot of things. Now, I'll ask question. Who remember this picture? The picture you are seeing by your right. Confulenza a destra. I have a question for the class. I will call names, so I beg. Who remember the name of this guy? Let me see if anybody remembers. Let me see. Okay, Mr. Minu, you are back. Okay, before I continue here, Mr. Minu, watch. Let's go back a little bit.
Mm.
Please follow me. Waiting be il diritto di precedenza a destra or sinistra. What does this mean? My brother, watch now. Now, diritto di precedenza simply means that, watch, you're on the road that they call strada principale. That means, for example, now you have the right of movement towards whoever. Before I continue, you don't understand that precedenza.
Yeah, I
Right?
understand
If you
it.
don't
I
understand,
mean,
no, I don't teach them already. So, diritto di precedenza, because
without
if you don't understand,
Chama,
it will hurt you. Now, diritto di precedenza means say, now you there for the road, where we say, now you get the right of movement towards whoever is coming from the left and right. Is it clear? Now, the reason why they put this arrow, big
mm,
arrow inside there, it means that now you, me and you, now we find ourselves inside diritto di precedenza road. Is it clear? Now, the smaller arrow, that is the T, simply means the strada secondaria. Are you following me? The strada di minore importanza.
yeah.
All this, is it clear now? All these guys. Now they will give you way. Now, let's continue. Watch. What do they call this particular type of road where we say me and you find ourselves? Where we say now us get the right of movement. They call them strada principale. Forget about these guys here because we've already treated them. That one no be a problem now. We are focusing our attention on this main road here. They call them what? Number one, strada principale. Write them down. Mr. Minu, now you dey follow talk. Right hand. So you no go forget them because
Yeah,
you do quiz. Strada principale they call am number one. Number two, they call am strada che ha diritto di precedenza. Now they call this particular road here. Number three, they call am strada che gode diritto di precedenza. Strada principale they call them. So whenever you hear the word for your quiz, if you go do quiz, strada principale, may you know say strada principale na the main road. Na me, whenever you hear the word strada principale, mean say na me dey for that road wey be say I have the right of movement towards whoever is coming from the left and right. Now, what do you mean? They call them strada principale. They call them strada che ha diritto di precedenza. Road will be say now you get the right of movement. What do you mean? Every other person will give you way. Might show you one picture now, make it clear. Watch, my brother, watch. Now, look at this picture. Watch now. Look at this picture here. Mr. Minu, watch. Look at this picture here, where they by the right. Look at this picture here. Actually, before I get there, I'm coming, might finish here. Strada che ha diritto di precedenza and strada che gode diritto di precedenza. Now, the standard symbol for diritto di precedenza, now this guy, now this symbol what you see. If you want cram you cram am. Now the standard symbol. So whenever you see that this segnale, it means say you there for road where be say now them get the rights of movement. Is it clear? Now them get diritto di precedenza. And you don't know what be diritto di precedenza. It means say now you where you say other people will give you way, may you pass. Is it clear? And
mm,
many a times, under this segnale, they used to normally put this panello integrativo there. Now, what is the work of this particular panello integrativo? It is showing us l'andamento della strada. What is andamento della strada? It's showing you how the road look like. Remember, the bigger arrow means diritto di precedenza. Now, where me and you did. Now, the smaller arrow here simply means na them be strada secondaria. Na them be strada di minore importanza. Na them go give us way. Is it clear now? Now, what this thing mean? So, in case they do quiz, or in case you see them for road any day, understand what it mean. The bigger arrow means now you there for strada principale. Why the smaller arrow means now them when they come out to give you way. Is it clear now? Now, let us continue. Also, we talked about intercessione, for example, a destra. I go ask you, sinistra, watch. Now, look at this picture here. Look at this picture where you see here. This one look at my mouse. This picture they see here now. This one is intercessione con diritto di precedenza a destra. Watch. First of all,
see,
it is made of a
yeah,
triangular shape. And this
listen
triangular
now.
shape means in 150 meters, you arrive to a place where we say, watch, see this white car now. This white car there for the strada principale. Are you following me, my brother? Now,
Yeah,
him now they go straight. he can go straight, he can turn to the right, of course. Now watch. Whoever is coming from the strada secondaria, go give him way. Now him get the right of movement towards whoever is coming from the strada secondaria. Now this strada principale, whoever finds himself in this strada principale, means say, now him get the right of movement towards whoever is coming from the strada di minore importanza. So I want you guys to visit the technical names. I'm coming, somebody wrote me. I want you guys to visit the technical names. Is it clear? Muna use the technical names. All right, because I got you a question. Remember, the need of this triangular shape, you go apply 150 meters there, coming from San Pericolo. We say in 150 meters, you arrive to an encroach where we say, now you get the right of movement because you did for strada principale towards whoever is coming from the right or left. Now, every person wanna watch now. Look at the different type of andamento della strada. For example, you can see a road like this. This is the strada secondaria. This is the strada principale. Remember, the bigger arrow is always the strada principale. Don't forget. Now you there for the principal road. Every other person will give you way. Is it clear now? All right. Mr. Amin, you don't declare now.
Yeah.
If you don't declare, what you go do for your own self? You go do quiz, my brother. You go have to start. You go have to start to do quiz. You have to start. We don't start like 2 months ago. You have to be doing quiz. All right, let us might continue. Now watch. Confluenza a destra. What will be confluenza a destra? I'll just show you a picture and I'll ask a question for the whole class. This is confluenza. Is it clear? Now, who can tell me, this one is open for the whole class. Who can tell me what this señal resembles? This picture you see here, it resembles one señal that we've already discussed.
Il be like accelerazione to enter to strada.
Yeah, they call them corsia di accelerazione.
Accelerazione.
Now, my brother, what does this mean? Everybody watch. Another name for corsia di accelerazione is what? Confluenza a destra. Please write it down.
Yeah.
Now watch. This confluenza a destra, remember this signboard, you will see it on the strada principale route. Is it clear? It means say you now there here with your wonderful car. Now you there for the strada principale. It tells you in 150 meters, you arrive to a particular corsia di accelerazione. Now what they call a confluenza a destra. Where we say now you get the right of movement towards whoever is coming from the corsia di accelerazione. Is it clear? It no mean say you now watch as you there for here now this white car now. Remember you cannot enter here. Is it clear? Your work is just to be going straight. Whoever is coming from the corsia di accelerazione, we remember you know how it works, Abi. You go until you know so the road is free, you can enter. Is it clear? That is confluenza a destra. The same thing with sinistra, if it is sinistra. Is it clear now, guys? So on that name, now we don't learn one thing. On that name, they call this guy, that is corsia di accelerazione is what? Confluenza a destra. But remember, guys, this señale is being found on the Diritto di precedenza road. It means that now you get the right of movement towards whoever is coming from the corsia di accelerazione, whoever is coming from this strada secondaria. Because, of course, now strada secondaria. At a point, he has to give way. Is it clear now? All right, guys. Is there any question so far? Is there any question? Now, the same thing here also. If you see something like Mr. Minu, if you see something like this, it also means that, look, you are on the strada principale. You have the right of movement towards whoever is coming from the left and right because they will draw the planimetria. Now, this panel integrative under here means andamento della strada. It will tell you that, look, there is a road coming from left and right. Now, then be strada secondaria. You find yourself in strada principale, and you have the right of movement towards 2 of them. Is it clear now, guys? Now, you there for strada. Yes, sir.
You go to let us know, say, we get the right of movement. Say, that will not mean, say, we will not slow down. Yes. We will not be careful, say, the other side. I think.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. Even if now because they gave us information there, even if you have the right of movement, they're imposing you to slow down and make sure that whoever is coming from the left and right is willing to give you way. That one information. Is it clear? Because many a time it can happen that a drunk driver coming from the strada secondaria might not even pay too much attention. We just hit you. We just enter into the strada principale. Is it clear? All right, guys. So with play, we don't do a lot. Let us now read this on the concept watch. Preannuncia un'immissione that is confluenza da destra con una corsia di accelerazione. It is telling us, look, we're about to arrive to a place where we say there is a link between the principal route and the corsia di accelerazione. It also means that abbiamo la precedenza sui veicoli che si immettono. Now we get the right of movement. This is the picture I showed you guys before. Now we get the right of movement towards whoever is entering into the road from the strada secondaria. Is it clear now, guys? All right, let's continue. È collocato di norma ad una distanza da 150 metri dal punto di confluenza. You go apply segnali di pericolo here. Let's continue. You go see su rampe di raccordo, that is strada in missione laterale. È posto il segnale dare precedenza. Is it clear? They put am for that particular place. They very close to that place. And, you know, very close to there, you go see dare precedenza by the other side. Is it clear? Invita ad usare massimo prudenza al fine di evitare incidenti. Is it clear? Now, rules are, they're giving you information. It is inviting me and you to use maximum prudence because many a times, guys, watch. Many a times, when you are driving with your wonderful car now from February, now you go arrive to this for this strada principale. It can be that somebody driving here now will be driving with speed because sometimes you might be scared, especially for new drivers. Now, it doesn't mean the person is just entering into the road because this particular corsia de accelerazione, remember, it facilitates the increase of your speed. Is it clear? Should we know the definition? Now, when you now find that the road is free, you can now enter inside. Now, you driving here, just continue driving your own strada principale. The person will give you way. When the person waited for this corsia de accelerazione or strada secondaria, when he found that the road is free, you now enter. Is it clear now, guys? Now, they can't say, watch. Invita a usare massima prudenza al fine di evitare, so you can avoid accident. Comunque, use maximum prudence. Agevolando o quantomeno, non ostacolando l'immissione dei veicoli. Don't create an obstacle for those people entering into the road. Nobody say, go that place, go block them. Don't create an obstacle there. Just they drive your own drive, they go. Is it clear? Now watch. Non è vero che può precedere il segnale dare precedenza. Remember, like we said, it is false for you to say, you go first see dare precedenza before you see this guy. It is false. Remember, because you can never see diritto di precedenza on dare precedenza route. Don't forget this thing. You can only see dare precedenza segnale. We don't do them last week. We don't do them today again. You can only see them in their own route. Diritto di precedenza get your own segnale. Is it clear? Che invece viene posto su strada di missione laterale. Is it clear now? They say it is false for you to say you will see this segnale for dare precedenza route. Non è vero che consente la svolta a destra al prossimo incrocio. Remember, you cannot just turn and enter inside that corsia di accelerazione. You waiting for strada principale. Should be una remember. They said no, you can't just turn and enter here. Is it clear now, guys? All right. In quanto si tratta di una corsia di accelerazione, quindi a senso unico di marcia. You can't turn and enter that place. Is there any question here, guys, concerning confluenza a destra? Is there any question? Now, everything what I tell you about confluenza a destra, now the same thing we concern confluenza a sinistra. Now you there for the principal route. Is it clear? There is somebody about to enter into the road from the corsia di accelerazione. I need to give you way. The same thing there. So me, I'll jump it. Diritto di precedenza. Now, this is it. This is the standard symbol concerning diritto di precedenza. And don't forget that whenever you see this particular signal, it simply, this particular signboard, it simply means that you there for a road will be saying now you get the right of movement towards anybody where they come from the left and right. Is it clear? Now, what do I mean? I'll show you a picture again. Now you there for whenever you see them, because it can be a vertical signboard and it can carry panel integrativo under there, showing you l'andamento della strada. Watch. È un segnale di prescrizione. Indica l'inizio. Students, watch. I'm not telling you this one, watch. Whenever I see this symbol, they said, indica l'inizio di una strada urbana o extraurbana in cui i veicoli hanno diritto di precedenza. Please underline that word. It indicates the beginning of a strada urbana. So in case you are doing quiz, it indicates the beginning. Please now. It is indicating the beginning of a strada urbana or outside the city road in which vehicle you waited for that road. Now you get the right of precedenza towards every other person. So that means you can find it both inside the city in the beginning, and you can also find in the beginning of outside the city. Guys, watch. They come. Now they can say, può essere ripetuto. This one no consign autostrada. Is it clear now? Remember I said for autostrada, you can never see this type of segnale there. Because può essere proceduto da formata piccolo, prima e dopo ogni incrocio, anche integrato dal pannello, andamento della strada principale. I've already explained this before. You can carry all this type of panel integrativo showing you l'andamento della strada. And they wrote it in capital letter. Anything with the right for capital letter for patente, they're very, very important. I don't teach you how to be andamento della strada. They show you how that road look like. Let's continue. Now, comporta la presenza sulle strade che si incrociano da segnale dare precedenza o stop. Yes, it show us the presence of what? A road where we say, there are other roads where they come from the junction. It can be dare precedenza, it can be STOP. But now you get the right of movement towards them. In presenza del segnale raffigurato, bisogna comunque dare precedenza ai veicoli che hanno in funzione il lampeggiante blu e sirene. Guys, even if say we find ourselves in Diritto di precedenza road, they are telling me and you that, however, shut up. Even if we find ourselves in Diritto di precedenza road, guys, they are telling me and you that, look, we have the right of movement. Sorry, even if we find ourselves in Diritto di precedenza road. Now, if you see a vehicle in emergency, for example, it can be police, it can be ambulance, and these people have their siren on, you have to give them way. You will not say, because I find myself in Strada Principale, I will not give them way. You have to give them way. Is it clear now, guys? If you're there for this type of road, you can't see police with their lampeggiante blue, maybe they're pursuing somebody, you go clear. If you see ambulance, you go clear. Is it clear now, guys? All right, let's continue. Bisogna comunque moderare la velocità in prossimità degli incroci. They're giving you information. They say, however, even if you get the right of movement, they say, however, they say, make you moderate your speed when you are getting close to the junction. E assicurarsi che i veicoli provenienti dalle strade laterali diano la precedenza. And may you make sure, say, whoever is coming from the lateral side is willing to give you way, guys. Non è vero che è posto esclusivamente su strada extraurbana. It is false for you to say they replace this segnale exclusively for outside the city. We get intense traffic. Guys, it is very false. You don't even consign them. It is false for you to say they go see this segnale for road where we say there is extensive traffic hold up there and they outside the city. No, they said you go see them for the beginning. See the written. Indica l'inizio di una strada urbana or extraurbana. This is the definition. In which vehicle waiting for this road, they then get the right of movement. Now, what do you mean? It no mean say they place them for strada extraurbana, we get intensive traffic. Now, fast will be this one. Ok, si ha la precedenza fino all'uscita del centro abitato. It is false for you to say now you get the right of movement until you go out of the urban center, urban road where people they live. Now, false. The real thing is what? It indicates the beginning of strada urbana and extra urbana, in which now you get right of movement. The same thing again. Non è vero che è posto su strada statale. Strada statale na SS. That's the symbol where they use the right time. SS. We are going to get there. Small, small. Is it clear? That is state road. They say it is false for you to say you will see this segnale for state road. It doesn't consign it. Is it clear now, guys? Is there any question concerning diritto di precedenza? Apart from saying my job again. Is there any question here? All right. Fine diritto di precedenza. Guys, it means end of diritto di precedenza. It don't change. Now, not be you now get the right of movement towards anybody. It don't change now. You go start to give people way now. You they see I'm now. Now, if you've understood diritto di precedenza, this one now simply means end of it.
Mr. Can I ask a question?
Yes, sir.
Sir, that first one, when you just enter the road, that's what you see, right? This one, is it telling us that when you are going out, when you reach the end of the road, you're going to see this or what?
Which one? No, explain better, sir.
Like that lady precedenza, the signboard, there's no black that cross it. It's just plain, like yellow and white.
It be like say we did make confusion. Now, bye watch. Dare precedenza Now dare precedenza. And dare precedenza, you go see am for. I beg, ask me your question again. May I understand very well if I answer you.
Diritto di precedenza.
Okay,
Like
yes.
the soundboard is different from the one you just saw us now.
Yes.
Like I'm asking, like this one is the starting of the road. You see this,
Yes.
right?
Exactly, the starting of it. Indica, remember the
Okay.
definition say it dey indicate the beginning of strada urbana. Number one. Number
Okay.
two, it indicates the beginning of strada extra urbana. Road where they outside the city. And now you will get the right of movement towards whoever they come from the left and right. Is it clear? Now, what this signal mean? Now, waiting
Okay.
fine come me, my brother. Fine means end of that definition we know. Simple. Now, everything don't change. For this road now, it go happen say you fit give way to people. You don't understand now? Because you don't understand, say this signal means now you get the right of movement towards everybody. But when they come put fine means now, end of say now you get the right of movement. Now they said, è un segnale di prescrizione. Indica la fine di siam. It is indicating the end of strada urbana. That one, that first indicate the beginning, indicate the end. And the end of strada extra urbana, in which vehicles, in which now you, me and you now, we get the right of movement towards people. End of it. We don't get the right of movement towards people anymore. Quindi, dopo il segnale, after this segnale, di norma bisogna dare la precedenza ai veicoli provenienti da destra. Is it clear now? You go give way to whoever is coming from the right. Watch. A meno che vi sia un segnale dare precedenza o fermarsi e dare precedenza che impongono la precedenza anche a sinistra. Guys, it makes sense a lot. Now, for here, it can happen that you might find dare precedenza for the other people. It can also happen for you. Is it clear? Now, in this particular place now, everything don't change. You cannot give way to people, or they will give way to you. Is it clear? Everything here don't change. No be you now get the right of movement towards every other person. Il segnale ci indica di procedere con maggiore prudenza, poiché non si ha più il diritto di precedenza. It indicates that me and you have to be very, very careful here. You have to drive with maggior prudence because we don't have the right of movement anymore. Non è vero che obbliga ad arrestarsi all'incrocio. It's not obligating you to stop when you arrive to that street shut and start the arresto. Except say there is a segnale stop there. Non è vero che preannuncia la fine dell'obbligo. Sorry. Yes, che preannuncia la fine dell'obbligo precedentemente imposto. Il diritto di precedenza non è un segnale di obbligo. Guys, this one too is very, very important. They said, non è vero che preannuncia la fine dell'obbligo. Guys, watch. Because people, they do mistake for this one. They said, non è vero che preannuncia la fine dell'obbligo precedentemente imposto. That is diritto di precedenza. They can't tell you also, non è un segnale di obbligo. Remember I said this is not a segnale di obbligo. So whenever you're doing quiz, be careful. Is it clear? So whenever you're doing quiz, be very, very careful. Or because non è vero che preannuncia sempre un incrocio con precedenza a destra. No. This is the end of strada urbana. This is the end of strada extra urbana, in which now you get the right of movement towards every other person. It means also that now you can start giving way to other people if you don't understand waiting be diritto di precedenza. Is there any question so far?
Yes, so question there, program boss.
Yes.
What I say is that what I just heard from you is that it's not obligo that you will stop because it's only for Estrada Urbana and come si chiama? Strada Urbana anche
Urbana. Oh. Okay, I get a question for you, my brother. Watch.
Sorry.
Wait, I want to ask you now.
No,
Watch. To make it clear for you. Segnale di precedenza, is it a segnale di obbligo?
No.
Exactly, my brother. 1930 you see.
Gracias. Now, what I want to add, thank you. Don't clear out. I try to refresh my memory. Thank you.
All right. Because we don't do segnale di obbligo before. All of them go for the same family. Segnale di obbligo no obbligo, you know the segnale. Now they contact you now say, non è un segnale di obbligo. Remember, è un segnale di prescrizione. That is precedenza. All right, guys. So whenever you're doing quiz, be careful. Be very, very careful. whenever you're doing quiz. All right. Now we're about to enter a very, very hard topic. How many would they here? Normally, I would like to do one sharp, but we are entering a hard topic. Now, this paragraph here is so difficult to explain. And I not go like teach and finish, you know, we can't do quiz. Even me, it is well. I know talk again. All right. Dare precedenza. This topic is very hard. It's so hard. Now, if you look very well, they don't change them now. The form don't change. We've done this guy before. And before we continue, I want to ask a question. Who can tell me about this guy? I don't want to hear black and red. I don't want to hear that word here. Who wants to explain what this guy means? I've explained it before. What does that signal? I'll call names.
Okay.
The last person, the person, okay, might call that person. Let me see. Mrs. Sonia. Mrs. Sonia.
Hello, sir. Good evening, sir.
Okay, good evening, ma. Can you explain what this guy mean? If you see him, what do you mean?
In the presence of this sign, it
Just
means that in a road where Stratoria road